e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5, a6, bishop a4, knight f6, castle kingside, b5, bishop b3, bishop b7, d3, bishop e7, knight c3, castle kingside, a3, knight d4, knight takes d4, e takes d4, knight e2, c5, bishop g5, d5, bishop takes f6, bishop takes f6, bishop takes d5, bishop takes d5, e takes d5, queen takes d5, knight g3, c4, rook e1, rook a e8, a4, rook takes e1 check, queen takes e1, c takes d3, c takes d3, b takes a4, queen d1, queen b5, knight e4, bishop e7, queen c2, rook b8, rook takes a4, queen takes b2, queen takes b2, rook takes b2, g4, rook b6, rook takes d4, king f8, rook d7, rook g6, king f1, rook takes g4, rook a7, f5, knight g3, g6, rook takes a6, rook h4, king g2, rook d4, knight e2, rook takes d3, knight g1, rook d7, knight f3, king g7, h3, bishop f6, king g3, rook b7, king g2, rook e7, rook a5, rook c7, rook d5, rook a7, rook b5, bishop e7, knight d4, rook d7, knight f3, rook d6, rook b7, king f6, rook a7, h6, knight h4, bishop d8, rook h7, rook d2, rook takes h6, King G7. Rook takes G6, check. King H7. Knight F3. Rook takes F2, check. King takes F2. King takes G6. King G2. King H5. Knight D4. F4. Knight E6. Bishop G5. Knight takes G5. King takes G5. King F3. King H4. King takes F4. King takes H3.